fake scorn. Red mutant army rise war cry. Flying Zark Zoids crossing the sky. Socks of steel, fearless they ascend. Battle cosmos Zoids till the end. Cast the terror Zoids from the sky. Rule Zoidstar skies, make blue Zoids die. Flying Zarks fly, carve the heavens wide. Red against blue in cosmic tie. Red shall rule the air, steely pride. Fight till the last blue Zoid has died. Red Horn gives the order to fly. With terror reds in tow sky high. Start screeching metal as we rise. Fill Zoidstar skies with blue Zoid cries. Blue Guardians desperate to win. Zarks won't renounce when mutants sin. There's no going back from the red. The choice is red mutant or dead. Blind Zarks fly, carve the heavens wide. Red against blue in cosmic tie. Red shall rule the air, steely pride. Fight till the last blue Zoid has died. Now rises Prince of Darkness, Croc, rule red Zoid soars like giant Zark. His ultimate prize are the stars. Zark's now suffer and cosmic scars. Till the last blue Zoid has died. Now rises Prince of Darkness, Croc, rogue red Zoid soars like giant Zark. His ultimate prize are the stars. Zark's now start to red cosmic stars. Technology pioneer. The Pteras marks the new benchmark. Aerial Zoid combat sky spark. Flyoler is now obsolete. Pegasuros cannot compete. Replace them both debut Pteras with wings of steel and heart of brass. So our planet sees skies free Pteras. Take on the Gylo Zoids en masse. Shoot down the redless from the skies. Destroy the Psyker, us steel cries. So planet sees skies free Pteras. Take on the Gylo Zoids en masse. Shoot down the redless from the skies. Destroy the Psyker, us steel cries. First force to fight the Zen A bus. Now we fight Gylo's mission thus. Terrors hold the skies on planet C. Defeat Gylos, make Helix free. The Helix Republic we defend. Blood and Zoid oil we expend. To beat back the Gylos army. With terrors we will bend the knee. So our planet C, skies free Pteras. Take on the Gylos Zoids en masse. Shoot down the redless from the skies. Destroy the Psyker, a steel cries. First to fight the Zen-A bus. Now we fight Gylo's mission thus. Pteras rule the skies on planet C. Defeat Gylos, make Hellic free. The Hellic Republic we defend. Blood and Zoid oil we expend to beat back the Gylos army. With Pteras we won't bend the knee. The Hellic Republic we defend. Blood and Zoid oil we expend to beat back the Gylos army. With Pteras we won't bend the knee. Above Gylos Zoids we must contend. Like the soft as against defend. Distortion, the Nazis too. Fly Pteras we must push on through. Soar planet, sea skies free. Pteras take on Gylos sinkers en masse. Shoot down the redless from the skies. Destroy the Psyker, a steel cries.